Well, just tell us, before you start reading, just tell us, what was it like in the jungle? What was your first impressions as you got there?
It's a bit hard to explain to ordinary people what it's like to be in the jungle. Jungle warfare, nothing at all like the First World War, Second World War, those jungle people in the jungles in New Guinea. A lot of the time, when you're in the thick stuff, could not even see from here to the first row in front of us here. And good vision, probably here to shorty. You couldn't see past that. And that was even in bamboo. That was open country as far as we were concerned. But the tight country, in these people in front of us, you couldn't. At times, there were times when we followed the tracks of the blokes in front of us because we couldn't see them. And they were just there in front of us. So it's really tight country, really hard to see anything.
So a lot of trust, obviously, with those blokes that you...
Yeah, that's why we're talking about before. It's all about trust. Yeah. A lot about trust. And just knowing that they're going to be there with you, you know when you need them.
Yeah. You can't see them ahead of you or behind you, but you know they're there.
They're there. They're always there.
That's great. So the next bit's a little incident that happened just after you got there. So.
Yeah, we've been out a few months, about a month or so. When we first got there, we done a whole 6 weeks out in the field before we were allowed to go into town. So we're in the field as a jungle. And I'll tell you what we were doing. I heard a noise like a wood chopper. We were told if you heard any noise that sounded like a wood chopper, go and investigate it straight away. So I insisted that the short ass himself, now Louis, stop and listen to me. And yeah, okay, so he heard it eventually. Okay, we're going to see what's going on. So he put us all back up on this little ridge and away we went. While this was going on, section 6 and section 4 stood on the top of the ridge, were waiting in their line to pass, but they didn't get to go that way. I'd heard the sound like someone chopping wood. I don't have to do that bit. Because this is what it was like. I'll tell you what it's like. Nonsense, private. Who'd be chopping wood out here? Was his Kurt, not me. You must be hearing things. Now, if you know me and understood my retort as such an accusation that I, a bushman, would mistake the sound of what sounded like a blade of an axe being aimed into a tree, well, Christ, I've cut enough trees down by myself on Beeford Downs during the 65 droughts to feed our sheep and cattle, not to know what it sounded like. So I stood my ground. But if you just stand here long enough and listen, you'll hear it yourself, sir. I'd heard the unmistakable sound twice already, and something in my voice must have convinced him to stay and listen. We waited together, much to his annoyance, for it to come, and after a bit it did. Shorthouse sent a message to CHQ. CHQ means Company Headquarters Group. CHQ, that we would go and investigate the wood chopper immediately, and we were hustled back under the top of the ridge, where we went to ground and took up firing positions. Part of 5 section faced down the slope towards the wood chopper. The other half faced back down the other way from when we'd just become, to protect our rear. Although facing in the direction of which the noise came from, listening intently, not moving a muscle, I was trying to pick up the exact position of the wood chopper. Fortunately for me, I was laying behind a small embedded rock, and I had managed to score a good fire lane as I went to ground. It went for about 6 metres or so. Everything was deathly quiet, and time seemed to stand still while we waited for the next move. Unbeknownst to me, Shortass had dispatched 4 sections and had sent him across the front of our waiting barrels. I don't know why, because at the time they were the furthest section from the wood chopper. They were now moving across our sides, and no one had bothered to give us the friendlies moving that way, covering hand signals. The first thing I noticed was the faintest sound of a click, which may have been made by a man breaking a twig. Then another, I eased my rifle to my shoulder, thumbed the stake to catch the check that was off, and waited. Another tick. Then a dark shape the size of a man moved quietly into my fire lane. Ever so slowly he moved, giving me ample time to quietly aim my rifle. My movement, however subtle, had not gone unnoticed by Clarkie, and he raised the butt of the M60 and sighted her up. Into my aperture sight appeared firstly the rifle barrel of my enemy. I noted that he had tied a piece of clear plastic around the muzzle of the weapon. But how peculiar, I thought. We do that. It was to stop the mud and dirt from going up the barrel of our guns. I also noticed that the rifle was being carried was an M16 type that was used, that some of us used, a weapon nevertheless that the knobs didn't have any trouble getting their hands onto. I now moved my line of sight up the body, noting that the greens he was wearing as I came slowly to his head. At this distance I could not miss. Headshot was always a kill. He was dead the moment I squeezed the trigger. I applied a little more pressure. I checked again with my thumb to make sure the safety catch was indeed off. I noted the green giggle hat. Again, our enemy had no trouble acquiring these. I moved the front sight to the temple of the knob, breathed in slightly and held my breath. You have to read the rest.
Oh, that's cruel, Val, that's cruel! Oh.